Hand clap to the massive brothers and sisters. We are finally back. We finally made it to another reaction on the one and only Mystelics reaction, guys. Of course, I'll be doing another one a bit later on today. So welcome to both of these vibration brothers and sisters. Of course, beginning with the very first one. Welcome, like I indicated before, to every single one of you guys for tuning in this here vibration brothers and sisters. I know you guys missed me yesterday. Man, I couldn't, man. It's been I need to get back, man. I need to get back on the podcast. I need to get back on the reaction vibrations, live interaction vibrations that I did on BrBpTV. But of course, you know, things have been busy. There was a situation that happened with me when it comes down to a particular thing of mine that of course was organized. Big up the Mystelics family for definitely organizing that vibrations. You know yourself right there. Big up the Maho Massive, of course, legendary people doing their thing out there, and of course definitely organizing your boy well, steady, easy. So big up to every single one of you guys right there. But of course, brothers and sisters, let us get to the vibrations. But don't forget to do what? Click the like button. I would appreciate that. Click the thumbs up button, man. Click it, brothers and sisters. Click it. Click it right now, brothers and sisters. I would appreciate that right there. Of course, helping to push these videos further out there. Of course, to your different massives in your vicinity right there. And of course, if you've not done so, subscribe, man. Subscribe, and turn on that post notifications so you can get the latest vibrations when they tend to come through. Of course, this is the very first out of the very first out of 2 videos I'll be doing today, guys. So we're gonna be pulling this off here today in this regard right there. I have to do another, man. Brothers and sisters, I need to just stop making promises to you guys when I have to drop videos, because videos just keep bombarding me over and over. Anyways, brothers and sisters, without further ado, let us get into the vibration of the day. Of course, Mystelics family actually posted this on one of the videos right there, and of course, it's pertaining to the whole situation involving Skerrit and, you know, the purchasing of vehicle for his children and coming and so I don't know this, I never knew. Mind me, play it. Anyways, brothers and sisters, this person is saying something rather interesting, which of course I think I reiterated, but I thought this person was pretty much spot on right there. He asking the opposition. Nia Mitchell 1269 is saying he asking the opposition to refrain as though the letter come from the opposition to go to the media. Very interesting stuff right there. As though it's the opposition that type up the letter and sign the letter that only expressed that the vehicle was intended to transport Skerrit children specifically. Yes, I read the same letter too. It didn't come from the opposition, it came from them. But you want to say something very foolish right there. Of course. So the police requested this vehicle. Myself, we don't even know who for the vehicle right now. Who? The police? The office of the Prime Minister? Who? Are they replacing the vehicle, old vehicle? We don't even know what's going on, brothers and sisters. It's just constant lie after lie, just like Biden lie when he say, oh, I'm not going to be, you know, pardoning my son if he's found guilty, to make it seem as if, oh, his son is innocent. Then his son was found guilty, and then guess what? He pardoned him. It's not about, brothers and sisters, don't get me wrong, you know, it's not about the pardoning of his son, you know. It's the constant telling you he's not going to do it. If the press secretary came out and say oh no, he won't be doing this. And then bow. He does the very thing that did not shock anybody at all. Very interesting when you look at different scopes of, you know, prime ministership and presidentialship in these modern times, brothers and sisters. So the police requested the vehicle, we don't know. They're pushing the police boss to start it. It's true. They're pushing the police boss to start the vehicle. I see that. They don't even have jumper cable, Mexico. Get a jumper cable now, my goodness. That is something I think needs to happen, but apparently the people don't want to do this at all. They just want to keep pushing and then soliciting the help of the citizens to push the very boss that might take them to prison one day. Very interesting time, brothers and sisters. Anyways, the police requested a vehicle. This vehicle, who knows? They're pushing the police boss to start it. And they're requesting to get a vehicle to transport all you bizarre. Well, that's very interesting, you know, I notice. Well, let's continue. I'll give my thoughts afterwards. People calling police station with emergency and getting told that the station only has one vehicle and it's currently out. So they have to wait till it come back, and they're requesting a vehicle to transport their visitors. Police telling people. It's another interesting video I saw, you know, brothers and sisters. I think this video might be switching to another thing. We'll see how that goes right there. But look, I'm reading right there. This is the first time I'm reading the full thing right there. I just thought what the individual was saying in the beginning was something else. Anyways, that sounding real funny to me, yes. So you want to get vehicle for your visitors, but the police them having problem. Then you say in police I request vehicle and they don't even know if police Gasa. Boy, look. Oh, you know. Look how many kicks in that place there. That song is very funny to me, man. Not funny in a joking way, you know. Funny as in weird. Police not even asking for equipment to do their jobs better. Firefighters, people asking me, Mystelics, about the firefighter. The whole still are issues, you know. But they want to take vehicle for. That's let me continue right there. Yes, song is real funny, weird. Police not even asking for equipment to do their jobs better. Firefighters go to the finance minister and put in a request for a couple of jobs, the jobs of life, and they get it now. They get it, but Skerrit children get vehicle though. Oh, okay, and then they say, oh, it's not for the children. Firefighters go to the finance, blah blah blah. Leave Emma out of it. They say a couple of that will still be cheaper. Yeah. At least if they have one in the north, one in the south, one in the east, one in the west, that can at least help when you need these kind of things. I'm sure if they had this thing long time ago, a lot of people would have survived today, especially when they are bad accidents. But we don't see none of that stuff, you know. They buying Skerrit vehicle, but you mistake. Brothers and sisters, there's something I also saw in addition to this thing. Let me point it out right there. And this is it right there, brothers and sisters. Take a listen to what this individual is saying based on what Blackmore had to tell people.
Pedro, I'm so appalled from what I just heard Blackmore said about, you know, they used to do it back in the time. Even if it's a bicycle, the police and them today can go and conduct investigations. They could use their own vehicle.
I going to use my vehicle as a police officer and say I go and chase bad man? Me? So what if my vehicle mash up? Are you going to pay me? Are you paying for my vehicle if it mash up? Look at the police vehicles today. They're in turmoil, brothers and sisters. And you think me? Blackmore is telling the people, even if it's bicycle, if it's Gasa, even if I was going to say my own food. Gasa, bicycle, if it is scooter I had to take and chase criminal, you crazy? Boy, you mad. Blackmore is saying they can use their own vehicle. No. Why don't you solicit the help of the financial minister that want to give people vehicle, and put that in the authority of the police officers so that they can get the necessary equipments that they need? You talking about people using their own vehicle? Boy, you getting pretty. Yeah. But Blackmore is either, boy.
You know, if you want to be a police officer, that's what you take the oath for. So
there's no way. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's no any oath that say use your police vehicle. There's no way. Now don't get me wrong, brothers and sisters. If you're out with your family and you see some crime going on or whatever, blah blah blah, then you can step in. Alright? But you're not going to say, I'm going to take my vehicle. All you just like they follow St. Joe. Then people rob St. Joseph police station. They rob the police station. Today they cannot find the culprits. You telling them no that they have to use their vehicle. That's how it was done in the olden days. Oh, well, you be foolish. I know some police officers say, who you talking to me? Guess I'll never use my vehicle. Some of them just there to get their salary and their benefits. That's all they're there for. They might take off and whatnot. They're not there to do nothing but to just draw a salary and they say police have good benefits. That's all they're there for. You think they're there to help the people? you want them to use their vehicles? It's dedicated like that. Blackmore yourself don't think, you know.
Blackmore forgot he took an oath to also provide the equipment, proper boarding and lodging.
Exactly, brothers and sisters. I saw a picture of the headquarters the other day and we wonder what's going on. Somebody told me that they repaint the building and stuff. So I hope that is the case. But my God, brothers and sisters, you ever go by CID area and try to use the water filter, water cooling thing, whatever thing to drink? You ever try that? Man, you catch asbestos with that thing. I don't know why they have it there.
Proper administrative, you know, man, all this type of things. Blackmore forget what he took the oath for.
You're supposed to provide the officers with the necessary equipments and resources that they need to fully go and do their jobs. You need to provide the adequate personnel at present to fully do the jobs. This is why they rob the police station. They rob the police station. It's not disturbed by the police station, no. They rob the police station in St. Joseph. And you want man
to separate his politics from the police, the security of the state. Blackmore forgot what he took the oath for.
Blackmore ever took oath no. Blackmore, what are you doing? You forget baby Sarah? Huh? We forgot about baby Sarah? Oh, okay.
Are you telling this policeman they took an oath to use their own vehicle?
Boy, Blackmore, you say that for real. But you have a problem, you know, boy. You have a problem, you know. You really have a problem. That's how provide the police officers with the resources and equipments that they need. Talking about people have to use their vehicle. Or they're supposed to be coming for those people at their home on vehicle to bring them work and bring them back so they wouldn't have to use their vehicle to go work. You're talking about they have to not use their vehicle to go and chase bad man. Can you imagine you taking your car and go and look for a man in bush? Really? boy, I tell you, boy.
To find the equipment, you.
By the way, where all these bikes? They didn't have like 20-something bikes, huh? They didn't have 20-something. Where all these bikes going, brothers and sisters? Huh? They sell them overseas, but I don't know. I don't.
Use their own uniform money to buy uniform in.
But all you give me is so police officers know how to pay money to buy themselves uniform. Really? No, boy. That must be a joke. It kicks that day.
Instead, the state, provide clothing allowance for these officers. Make them comfortable. I just don't understand what is going on in Dominica, bro.
Boy.
What is madness? And Blackmore should be ashamed of himself.
Apologies for the swear word, brothers and sisters. Apologies for the swear word. But my goodness gracious. Blackmore, really? So things so bad in the country, they put in all the money to the people at the top. They operate, Blackmore salary had increased now. I think it increased here. So all Blackmore them salaries increase and all kind of thing happening. And no, Blackmore is telling the people to go and use their vehicle to go and do police work. You take it off to do that? No, man. Mr. Massa misunderstood. Mr. Massa misunderstood, man. Because if I say police officer and tell me I have to use my vehicle, wait, you will see vehicle use. Wait. You will call me in the office every day. And I'm making sure you fire me so I can sue you. Oh, you would never catch me use my vehicle. I will drive to work, park my vehicle in the parking lot, and then, oh, we have to go. Oh, okay. Can you use your vehicle? No. I do like the cartoon, Veronica. If you guys know what I'm talking about, there's a cartoon of a woman that, and her boss is at HR, always trying to give her talk, and she said, this is not part of my contract. No, I'm not doing this. This is not part of my contract. Are you going to increase my salary? Are you going to pay me for the time that I'm doing this and this kind? I think people need to get that attitude right there, because it seems like the employers just take advantage of people. No, they're telling you to use your police vehicle. Use your private vehicle to do police work. And all you wondering what going on in Dominica? All you really wondering what going on in Dominica, brothers and sisters? Really? I saw this very interesting thing, brothers and sisters. Commonwealth of Dominica Police Force. Mission to protect and serve, ensuring the safety and security of all. Can we say that that is the truth in this modern day, in the modern times? No, don't get me wrong. There are some bad police, yes. There are some bad people at the top of the police force. Yes, brothers and sisters, they're terrible. But there are some good ones as well. Okay? So don't get it twisted. But can we as a citizen truly say that that is the case? When you look at the activities of the police officers, it seems like their duty is to come after the citizens. The duty is to come after the citizens. I'll never forget what happened in Salisbury. They brought tear gas. They brought foreign police inside Dominica to bring tear gas on people. And the tear gas was expired or limited. You didn't need to, but I should have been there. My bed, you should. Because I even put in the tear gas by me. I put in the tear gas by me. Expired tear gas. Gasa, I put in the tear gas by me and I put a blanket on it. Sleep well. Because I must make at least $2 million when I sue all you. Hell if you playing with Dewi. Ha! Anyways, the vision apparently is very interesting right there. Vision. A professional, disciplined and ethical law enforcement organization. How are they going to do that? How are they going to do that without the proper equipment? Blackmore? Wow. How? A professional using my vehicle is not professional. Or if my bumper falling down now, all you can give me trouble now. Because things not working too well and I have a set of loan to pay with additional fees caused by the government. So I'm not able to organize my vehicle properly. Now, where's the professionalism in there? You're supposed to provide the adequate equipment. If I say police officer and boss breakdown, I push boss where? Where? Me? That's how I watch. Imagine I sitting on the boss. I sitting on the boss. I just waiting for you to fire me. Police officers don't know the ability to do, but I wouldn't put that in their head, man. Because some of them, I sitting on push. That's not part of my contract. Push boss. Where? Anyways, guys, let me get back to the vibrations right there. This was rather interesting. Anyways, let's listen to Lennox on the understanding of what took place when it comes on to the buying of the vehicle for Skerrit children and what have you. Skerrit says, not for your children. He removed the part. So he says, not only that, it said Kalba Swibi. After they come in and blame opposition, it said Kalba Swibi. Skerrit. Boy, hey, earlier take Dominica for foolish people. Well, no comments.
Finance, Irvin McIntyre, to purchase a vehicle to be used for the transportation of the children of Prime Minister Roosevelt Skerrit is illegal, it is irrational, it is improper, and it is utterly corrupt.
Yeah, I agree with everything Lennox said there. Because his children are the ones that the people vote for. I understand that it's Prime Minister's children. The Prime Minister is responsible for his children, not the state. The state is not responsible for his children. It is him who is responsible. The state is responsible for him. They give him adequate enough money. He raised his own salary and the state still have to bite.
The purchase was authorized on November 11th, 2024 for $184,500.
Wow.
This was one day after the Labour Party's 2024 Delegates Conference.
It's true. Guys, it's true. November 10th. November 11th was when they sent out the memo. From
which Roosevelt Skerrit and Irvin McIntyre emerged as political leader and deputy political leader, respectively.
Is there some sort of connection to that? Do you think there's some sort of connection, brothers and sisters? Because they emerged leader, Skerrit, and deputy leader, McIntyre. McIntyre, financial, so interesting. McIntyre is financial minister, my finance minister. Skerrit is investment minister. I don't know. Anyways, so it just so happened that Irvin, secretary or whoever for the Ministry of Finance and blah blah blah, just happened to decide to send Skerrit them a vehicle. Maybe a thank you. Maybe was that a thank you? And Skerrit want to pretend that he don't know, but yet still he know what the vehicle is supposed to be used for. Okay.
The amount is not included in the 2024-2025 expenditure estimates approved by Parliament earlier this year.
So it's very interesting that Irvin McIntyre claimed that it was approved. They had to put, I think the shortfall of it was about 52 or 56,000. So it seems like they had to put an additional 50-something thousand to meet the cost of that vehicle. Now, that was not in the budget based on what Lennox is saying. So which budget is he talking about? That approved the vehicle written in the letter. I'm talking about wording. It's written in the letter only to be used. Nothing else. There was no other stipulation. Then Skerrit come in and say, oh no, it's not that. It's to be used for 3 other reasons. Guests. To carry the guests. Then Irving come in and say, no, it's to replace an old vehicle.
The Constitution provides in Section 65 that ministers of government must be sworn to honor, uphold, and preserve the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Dominica.
But yourself, Lennox, you know that man doing that. You know that man doing that. My question is, why hasn't the lawyers in Dominica taken the government to task? And in the United States, lawyers tend to take the government to task. They do. Why are the lawyers in Dominica not taking the government to task when they do certain things? You mean to tell me there are so much, well then again, they probably have so much cases that piling up and keep going back and back and back and, you know, extending for quite some time.
And to faithfully execute the duties of ministerial office without fear or favor.
Without fear or favor. McIntyre, did you decide to send the vehicle for Skerrit children? That is written in the letter. Not me that said, you know, your letter, that they're not mine. So was that based off favor because you became deputy leader? Was that the case? I don't know. Talk to me nicely.
Affection or ill will. In this regard, the wasteful, extravagant spending of $184,500 to purchase a vehicle to be used for the children of the Prime Minister is an illegal exercise of administrative discretion by the Minister of Finance. It confers favor.
Yep, confers favor indeed. Now there's something individuals need to find out. Brothers and sisters, if you Google inflation, inflation is the expenditure of government, and then as a result, the over expenditure of government. Okay? So if you Google that, you see what happened in the United States, the over expenditure of government in the United States. This is why I tend to bring up United States a lot, because I want to draw you guys a reference to an actual reality that you're living in, brothers and sisters. And then the government, what's his name, Biden, then will come and say, oh no, it wasn't, inflation have nothing to do with the government spending. What? Inflation deals with the exact government spending. And as a result, it creates invisible tax on the people. Thus, the drop in value, brothers and sisters, of money in itself. Not all the goods, you know, the goods remain the same. But because of inflation of expenditure, there's too much money in the place. As a result of government expenditure, that's one of the aspects, brothers and sisters. And as a result of that, the high inflation happened in the United States. The same thing we're seeing in Dominica. Government is spending, increasing their salaries, all kind of things. Buying all sorts of things they shouldn't be buying, brothers and sisters, over expenditure, causing goods and services to rise. You realize that is what is taking place, right, guys? Some of you just realize that, don't you? Well, you beat up. Well, anyways, let's continue.
On the head of cabinet and subjects to ill will the suffering people of Dominica who are saddled with the burden of this unlawful, outrageous, and completely unjustified expenditure. The Constitution provides that sections...
Now, let me go back a little. No, guys, I want to reiterate that very same sentiment. That McIntyre admitted that there was a difference of some $50,000. He said it was part of the budget. But there was a difference of some $50,000 and more, which was not included in the very budget that he's talking about. So are you listening carefully to what he's saying, right? I hope so.
The Constitution provides that Section 77 for parliamentary approval of all expenditure from the public purse. At the time of the finance minister's decision, there was no request for parliamentary approval and therefore no parliamentary approval for this particular charge on the public funds.
So whether it was for Skerrit to say is to replace, well, he first said that the vehicle was to be, well, based off the letter, the vehicle was for the transportation of the Prime Minister's little ones. Then Skerrit came and said, no, it's not for that only. It was for the transportation of the little ones. It was for traveling of guests and for the use of the office of the Prime Minister, which McIntyre never said in his thing, nothing of that sort. Then McIntyre come again and say, oh, he included the children in it this time, in the next letter, in the third letter. But he did say something about, you know, it's about replacing vehicle and for police use and all kind of thing he was saying. So who is lying here, brothers and sisters? I liken their letter to the same thing that the police was doing back in the day when it comes down to Kian Alexander. Remember when they come and give cock and bull story and the people checking with that time frame not right at all. And I know a little more when it comes down to the autopsy. They did the autopsy. Let's continue.
The Finance and Administration Act and the Procurement Act provide regulations against wasteful, uneconomical spending in the procurement of public services, which means, in effect, that the rule of law demands adherence to the command of the Parliament that spending of public funds must reflect value for money.
True. But we're not seeing that. The very salary that Skerrit them has increased on it, there's no value. What was the point of increasing their salaries? They don't work. Huh? What your ministers doing in your neighborhoods, brothers and sisters? I see they put up light in Granville Park. Kudos. But how does that help the people? Well, you want to play in the night, maybe. But how does that create some level of funds? You come and have fun. That's, brothers and sisters, I always tell you guys, look at what your PAREPs are doing. What your PAREPs, if they are doing anything, is it in benefit to the people? Is it creating some sort of jobs? Is it elevating the people? Looking at the most important aspect. Is it doing anything like that? Kudos for the lights in the Glanville Park. Kudos, brothers and sisters. Big up, yes. But how does that help the people? Does that put more money in the people's pockets? Does that give them better education? What exactly?
The decision of the Minister of Finance for the personal benefit of the Prime Minister is outrageous in its defiance of logic and generally accepted moral standards.
Brothers and sisters, sometimes I believe the ministers of government they have no idea what they're really doing. They have no idea what they're really doing. It seems like they come into certain positions. First of all, they remove the man from the healthcare and he's a medical person. They put him in Minister of Finance. You accountant? Huh? They put an engineer for the Minister of Health. They take out the health partner to put him in finance. Kicks. And they are Blackmore's national security minister. Dominica just a big joke. Dominica just a big joke. The high level of incompetence we have in this world is unbelievable. Look at it, they take out Blackmore. And why is his name Badwill?
No sensible, reasonable person could ever arrive at such a decision.
You're right, no sensible. But we have a set of Tebe people. So we don't expect to have sensible outcomes from Tebe people, Lennox. You should know, we know that. And you have a set of Tebe people that keep voting for these Tebe people, expecting sensible outcomes. What do you think? All the growth factors, all the growth sectors in Dominica, all of them except the construction, that is being handled by foreigners. Who knows how much money is leaving Dominica to then come back in because they have to get their cut. Who knows what is going on, brothers and sisters? How we expect a set of foolish people to make sensible outcomes. Now, look at Dominica. Dominica was the pride of the Caribbean back in the day. Some of all you think is joke I'm making when I say that. Mystelics, what are you talking about? Dominica was the pride of the Caribbean. People used to look, I remember St. Kitts as a little boy, looking at these other smaller islands, looking to Dominica. No, they don't even, boy.
The state has spent over $1 million on at least 5 luxury vehicles assigned to the Prime Minister. There is no legal requirement to spend public funds for the purchase of a vehicle to be used specifically and exclusively for the transportation of the Prime Minister's children.
I agree. But talking about the vehicles that he used, it seems like Skerrit for some reason has some paranoia in his head or something of that sort. And as a result, he feels like probably somebody's going to come after him. This is probably why he has so much security. He never does what's Skerrit and see what's... Brothers and sisters, I remember looking at Edison James. Well, there's only Edison James I know. I know Roosevelt, Douglas, Pierre Charles, these people. I think Pierre Charles probably had one person by him, if I recall it properly. But all the others, they didn't have no bodyguards like Skerrit them used to. You ever see all those bodyguard, brothers and sisters? I stand up in the park. I stand up in the park, brothers and sisters, and people in black people all over the park, we boy. All over the park, we boy. People in black clothes, people standing up by thing to ensure that nothing happened to the Prime Minister. Why is he so fearful? My brother, if you're doing so well in the place, why are you so fearful? When you do have all these security people? I never see that before. I never see that before. The man has so much security all over the park. Check it, baby. It have the queen not even the queen had all those people there when she came home. Boy, hey, look at me, boy.
This has never happened before. There's absolutely no precedent. There's no provision in law. The vehicle was purchased in blatant violation of the procurement processes that govern state expenditure, and the intention was to keep this unlawful purchase secret in defiance of the public's right to know.
Yep. And they talk about transparency.
While the state may have an obligation to provide transportation for the Prime Minister, it does not have any obligation
for the little one
whatsoever to provide extravagant and luxurious transportation for the children of the Prime Minister that exceeds all standards of decency and reasonableness.
Yep. But when you see people believe that they are kings and queens, brothers and sisters, when they believe that no law, constitution can stop them, when they believe that they don't have to be guided by law, and then they put their people in right positions, they put the right set of people in the police force, in the judicial system, they put everybody everywhere, brothers and sisters, so that these people can cater to them. They even now going far to put they're not going far to put their own representatives for the people and have the people foolishly voting for the people that they never elected. That is something else, and calling it reset, just for the reset to be the same thing. Boy, and the people falling for that, brothers and sisters. How long? Martin Luther King said, not long, brothers and sisters, but that long way. Oh, that long, man. I don't even think the civil war was like 7 years or something. I don't think it was all that. Brothers and sisters, we're going 20 years, boy. We're trying to do like the children with 400 years, man, we're going for.
I'm also saying that,
children of Israel,
based on the generally accepted rules of cabinet conduct and procedure, this decision by the finance minister was made in bad faith. The finance minister, Irvin McIntyre, has violated the basic rules of natural justice, having recklessly set aside the responsibility to act with fairness to the people of Dominica.
And transparent too. I was told that letter was leaked, so they had to try to do some damage control, but the damage, who is all your damage control people now? I have done damage control for people, brothers and sisters, and I am flabbergasted that on a presidential or prime ministerial level, that is a foolish.
Who will be affected by this unlawful decision. This is on him. This is also on the financial secretary, the accountant general, the permanent secretary in the Prime Minister's office, and all other public servants who participated in the implementation
Facts of that. Facts
of the finance minister's illegal, irrational, and corrupt decision. So I'm calling on the president.
But Lennox, yourself is so easy, no? I just mentioned that the man put their people in right set of positions, including the president. Including the president. You're calling on the president to do the right thing? Really?
The members of cabinet, the members of the opposition in parliament, the attorney general, the director of public prosecution, the chief of police, the political parties, the political activists, the social activists.
Everybody. You're calling on everybody, brothers and sisters. Anyways, brothers and sisters, this is pretty much all about for this here vibration today, man. I was kind of long on this one, no doubt about it. But look, maybe, brothers and sisters, I'll post the link if I do a second one today. I'll post that in the comment box. below right there, brothers and sisters. Anyways, give this video a thumbs up if you want to see more. Definitely subscribe, and of course turn on our post notifications so you can get the latest vibrations when they tend to go. So, boy, Mystelics, once again, guys, be real, salute the king always. Click the thumbs up button, brothers and sisters. Be positive.